Tihei mauri ora. Tēnei au, te hōkai nei taku tapu ai. Ko te hōkai nuku, ko te hōkai rangi, ko te hōkai o tō tipuna tāne nui ārangi. I pikitia i ki te rangi tūhā ki tihi o manono. I roko hina atu rā, ko i o matua kore anake. I riruhi hoai ngā kete o tuānanga, ko te kete tuauri, ko te kete tuatea, ko te kete aronui. Ka tiri a, ka paupaua, kia papatu anuku. Ka puta teira tangata ki te whai ao, ki te ao māra mā tihei mauri ora. No te karakia nei, te heringa o te mahara, i hua ake ai te ingoa o te kaupapa nei ara a te whatu Kairangi. Ko tēnei mea te whatu he kōwhatu, ara he pohatu. I ngā wā mua, i ngā wānanga o mua, puta e te ihu o te akonga, whakapāngia te kōhatu ki tōna waha, purua rānei te kōhatu ki roti tāna waha. Hei whakapū mautunu i ngā mōhiotanga i mau i taua akonga rā. Nā reira koia nei, i tapai nei, te kaupapa nei, ko te whatu Kairangi. Nā reira tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou i tā tātou kaupapa. Oti rā e ngā hau e pā, tēnā koutou i o tātou tini mate. Ka hoki ka huringa mahara ki tērā o tātou tērā rangatira pātū hohepa e hinga i ngā rangi nei. No tainahi noa nei tāpuketia i tērā rangatira, tērā toa o te reo Māori. Nā i mua atu rā i tērā marama ko te ringa mangu tan miha ka hoki tērā. Nā reira ngā mate katoa te motu, ko wahaina mai nei e koutou, i rungi o koutou pakihiwi, tangihia rai. Kia tangihia rai tātou i tēnei wā kātika. Nā reira ngā mate haramai haere. Hoki atu rā ki ta kāinga tūturu mo tēnei mea o te tangata. Mauri ora kia koe te Aotearoa, ko koe tēnei mei te manuti ori o tō iwi, e tūnei i rungi te mana o tō iwi, te tuku atu i ngā te reo karanga ki te hunga, ko tatu mai nei te rangi nei, tēnā koe. Ka mihi hoki ki tō tungāne, e ngaro mai rā i rāwahi, te whakapātanga atu ki aia, ki mai aia, kāre aia e wāte ana, koia nei e tūnei a hohepa i tēnei wā, te whakatau i a koutou. Nā reira, tēnā koutou te Aotearoa. O tira, mauri ora ki a koe te whare pāremata. E tahi i ngā wā mua ki ai koe ko te ana raiona. Wina i rangi ki ai koe ko te whare miere. Nā reira, tū mai rā me o mana, me o ihi, me tō ihi. Mauri ora ki a tātou katoa, ko tūhonohono mai nei te rangi nei, mai te ipurangi, koutou i tai mai a tinana, nau mai, piki mai, haere mai, ki tēnei huihuinga. I runga rā hoki te reo pōhiri o te minita, o te mātauranga, te hōnore, Jan, Tineti, kāre āhei ana, te haramai te rangi nei, nā ahuatanga o ngā wakarere rangi, kāri āhei aia te rere mai tauranga. Hoi anō, au atu. Ko koutou, kai konei, ko mātou, ko tātou i nei, e hui nei, te whakanui i te kaupapa o te rānei. Haere mai, tēnā koutou. Haere mai hoki i runga te reo pōhiri o te Premier, o Chris Hipkins, a ko ake nei, ka whakahuati ai, ko ai o koutou, i nei noho nei ngā rārangi o mua nei, ngā mea ka whakawhiwhia ki te tohu nui, te tohu tunu a te Premier. Nā reira ngā mihi, i nei ki a koe kirihi hipkene. Kāti he toka maha tunu ngā tāngata hei mihitanga māku, mihi au ki te puari tunu o ako Aotearoa, kai konei koe Derek te tiamana, tēnā koe Helen te tumuaki. E whakamahi nei a mātou, te whakatui tēnei hui, whakaharahara. Nā reira, tēnā koutou otira me mihi rā ki ngā pokapū mātauranga katoa o te kāwanatanga, ngā whare mātauranga, ngā whare wānanga, ngā whare whakangungu, tēnā koutou, i tono mai ngā ingoa o ngā tāngata nei, kia whiriwhiri ai, kuai o rātou ngā mea e whai wāhi ai, te whai, te tahi o ngā tohu nui nei. Nā reira, tēnā koutou, ngā whare mātauranga o te motu. Hoi anō ko ngā tāngata me tino whakanui I te rangi nei, ko ngā kai ako tunu. Koutou e noho noho nei konei. Ko koutou I nei I whakapau kaha, I whakapau wera, e whai tohu ai a koutou akonga, e whai oranga I rātou. Nā reira, ko koutou I nei, ko tiruhi a koutou tono, e te rōpū tirotiro, nā ki mai aia ana, ko nei, ko koutou I nei, ka whakawhiwhi ai te rangi nei. Nā reira, tēnā koutou, mua koutou mahi nui, a koutou mahi, runga te aroha tonu kia tātou akonga. Hoi anō ka huri atu, ko ngā mea, I tuatu I a koutou, kāre I tu atu I ngā akonga ne. Me kore ake ngā akonga, ko kore tātou e whai mahi, ko kore tātou e whai oranga. Nā reira, tēnei te mihi atu ki te hunga akonga kaihia koutou Rosa, ngā akonga o te motu, tēnā koutou e whai tunu nei kia whai oranga koe I roto I tēnei ao. Nā reira, e tātou mā, kāre au e whakaroaroa I aku kōrero ki a roa no atu, me mutu aku kōrero I konei hoi anō tēnei ka mihi atu ki a koutou, tēnā koutou, o tira, tēnā rā tātou katoa.
Te aroha, te whakapono, te rangi mari Nā reira, ka hoki tunu ki ngā kōrero I whakarerea mai rātou mā kia tātou ngā mate, hunga mate kia rātou, tātou ngā waihotanga o rātou mā kia tātou, tēnā koutou, o tira, tēnā rā tātou katoa. Tēnei wā, ka tonu atau kia Helen, ko ia tō mātou tumuaki, so I invite Helen Lomax to the stage, and she, of course, is the director of Aotearoa. Helen Lomax. Ho mai paki.
Tēnā koe, Joe. Tēnā koutou katoa. I thought I'd better not cheat and jump over there because I might fall over and it wouldn't be a good look. So, tēnā koutou. That's not a very cool thing to say, is it? I ngā rau rangatirama, tēnā rā koutou katoa. Tēnā tātou I o tātou mate tuatini. I ngā ahorangi o tēnei I nei rōpū. Tēnā koutou katoa. I ngā iwi o te motu nei o Aotearoa, o Aotearoa, tēnā koutou katoa. I ngā kaiako me ngā kaimahi, mātauranga o tēnei rohi, tēnā hoki, tēnā koutou katoa. O tira, ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Hey, kia ora everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you for answering our call to come out in person and meet together. I'm really thrilled that you were able to do so. Most of us managed to make it, some unfortunately weren't able to with the cancelled flights, but thanks for being here, and also thanks for being such amazing educators too. That's why you're here in this room. So. And I'm glad that we've got our akonga representative here as well. And you've all been akonga yourselves, so we can take that as well, can't we? And I don't have a lot to say because partly we've had a busy old time with Aotearoa. We've been having a bit of a challenge to make sure that we continue to exist as an organisation. So we have been very focused on making sure that that's happened, and I'm really grateful and pleased to be able to report that we're here for a good, we think, definitely another 9 years. So I want to acknowledge our TSC colleagues here. Thank you for saying yes, and that your offer was far too good to refuse. I want to also acknowledge Massey and Giselle. Thank you for your support. Massey's been our host solely since 2013, and they've had our backs, and we're very grateful that we can continue to do this good mahi that we do, not just by ourselves, but with you all and with your akunga and your learners. So again, yeah, great. Thank you for that too. But look, I think we're here to celebrate today, and it's not a thing I think that many kaiako are comfortable with, that we're here to celebrate you and your success. So you just have to be accepting of that today, because it's really you that are in the limelight. It's something that you often shy away from, and that you are often encouraged by your bosses, your managers, to say, hey, you know, you're doing a great job, and you know that your students know that, your akunga know that, and so really this is about us saying everyone else needs to know that too. So don't be shy. If someone comes to ask you a question, I know that you'll have no trouble sharing your experience and the success that you're having with your akunga, but also just be happy to say, hey, you've done a fantastic job, and you're going to have people coming up to you and being amazed at all of the things that that we're celebrating here tonight. So really that's all I want to say. This is for you, and it's a good thing that you are highlighted and spotlighted, because we know that ultimately that's going to be better for your organisations that you're working within, and also for your akunga, as well as for your communities that you are also in behind. So I'd like to call out for a big shout out for everyone, and you can do that however you like, but probably a clap is also a good start for that, but let's do that for all our. So yeah, so that's it from me. I think the other job that's very important that I have to do is to introduce our kai tātaki for the evening, our MC with the mostess. This is this beautiful wahine that we see over here. Her in this beautiful dress, I should say, Annalise is our Robertson, and she's actually the chair of our Pacific People's Caucus. She's also the deputy chair of our Aotearoa board, and she also runs. She has been running for quite a long time now, Aotearoa, and now she's running the business side of things. But in between all of that, she also has turned up for us. And so again, that's another thing I'm grateful for, that there are amazing people that we work with who, when we ask them to do things, they generally do say yes. So let's do something loud to welcome Annalise to the stand. So kia ora.
Ka nui toku mihi kia koutou ngā kai whiwhi tohu. Nau mai, haere mai, whakatau mai koutou. Me o koutou whānau ki tēnei ahi. Whakanui ai a koutou. I mihi ana ki a koutou whānau, hapu, iwi, hāpuri rānei, rātou kua tonua mau. Kia ora ana koutou ka atoa i te aroa mātā te atua. Kia ora ana. Tā lofa. Maloe lelei. Pula vinaka. Did I miss any? I probably have. We could be here or not, all night, but we have a job to do. Thank you, Helen Tumuaki from Aotearoa, for that very generous and kind introduction. It's my incredible honour to MC our formalities for tonight. And again, I want to extend our congratulations to all of our award recipients tonight, but also those who have come before us. We are so proud to be back in Parliament. It's so cool to be here, isn't it? Especially when we are the only ones here tonight. We are here to honour all of our recipients. And I want to get the formality started. Our first category, and as I read the citations, I will ask if the award recipients make your way to the stage, is for the Kaupapa Māori Award for a group. Huia Tomlins Yankee, Māori Ropata Te Hei, Nadal Karatea Kōkiri, Hona Black Terina, Warren and Rahira Filiata. Te aho Tātairangi and te aho Paerewa, te pūtahi a toi, the School of Māori Knowledge, te kuninga ke pure horua, Massey University. The work of this highly skilled and respected group of experienced educators represents a reclamation space which is critical to the ongoing advancement of both kura kaupapa Māori and indeed mātauranga Māori. As the only Te Aho Mātua ITE program in Aotearoa, the two Kaupapa Māori Immersion initial teacher education programs they lead are unique. Te Aho Tātairangi and Te Aho Paerewa. In addition, the enduring university community-based partnership they share with Te Runanga Nui o ngā kura kaupapa Māori is an exemplar model for global Indigenous education. Their expertise is highly sought after in Aotearoa and around the motu, with strong connections to other Indigenous educators and groups. They provide an important model of leadership in terms of what can be achieved in the university context, despite ongoing political struggle and a history of colonial oppression. The impact of their students on tamariki Māori, on the future of te reo Māori, and on Aotearoa cannot be underestimated. Please, homai te pakipaki pānei.
Tēnā tātou, tuatahira e mihi ana ki a koe e kui. E kui mā, koe kōrua e whakakanohina i tō rahi o te Aotearoa. Taranaki whānui, tēnā koe. Tuarua e mihi ana ki ngā Pākeke kei Wainganui a tātou, ki tēnei au e tahi Pākeke nō reira tēnei ka tūringa i te ngākau iti. Ki te mihi atu ki a koutou o tira ako, koutou i pōhiri mai a mātou. Enei Māori ki tēnei kaupapa, tēnā koutou. O tira ki te runanga nui, e noho mārena nei tātou, nō reira ko mātou, ko koutou, ko tātou, tēnei rā, nō reira tēnā koutou i haere tawhiti mai, ki te tautoko i a mātou. Engari he tūnoa tēnei runga i te ngākau iti, e mihi ana ki te hungara i tonohi tā mātou ingoa ki te kaupapa nei, e nei Māori he kore rawa e pērā, hoi anō e mihi ana ki a koe Jane, kei hea rā koe, tēnā koe, nō reira huri noa i tō tātou whare, e mihi ana ki ngā kaiwhiwhi katoa o te pōnei, ko koutou ārunga, o tira ko ngā te whiwhi i a koutou, nō reira tēnā tātou.
Ko te reo te Māori o te mana Māori, ko te kaupapa o te kura nei, he kaupapa Māori e, ko te kaupapa o te kura nei, ko te aho mātua, o mātou e neo ngā hau e whā, e ako ana i te kura kaupapa, hei o ranga mō te reo, rangatira. Whai a te iti kahurangi e, ki te tū o hume he maunga teitei e, hei o ranga nā kaupiki ngā wai o rā. Mapihi Panamu, Kiana Kaumahaki, Tātou katoa. Ko te reo te Māori, o te mana Māori. Ko te reo te Māori, o te mana Māori. Taiki e.
Tēnā koutou. Our next category, Kaupapa Māori Award, Dr. Inoka Murphy, Senior Lecturer for Te Pua Wānanga ki te ao Faculty of Māori and Indigenous Studies for Te Whare Wānanga o Waikato, University of Waikato. Homai te pakipaki whānau. Inoka Murphy is a Te Reo Māori champion of the highest calibre, and this is evidence in the leadership and knowledge exhibited throughout his teaching. His influence radiates across academic, whānau, hapu, and iwi contexts alike. Inoka's long-standing commitment to the reclamation of Te Reo Māori and the requirements of the treaty partnership span across his work at the university and across broader communities. He maintains a high level of teaching and mentorship and holds steadfast to the mātauranga Māori values and aspirations that he embodies. He recognises the unique attributes that students bring to the classroom and are not typically recognised in the tertiary sector, and leverages off those to engage them into spaces that they would otherwise seem foreign. To them, he is an outstanding and unique teacher, valued for his teaching techniques, patience, charisma, and devotion to Te Reo Māori. One student pays tribute to Inoka, a very kind human being who touches the lives of many. He is beyond a teacher. He is a rangatira for Te Ao Māori.
Well, I had a little bit of a nap on the phone, on the plane, and woke up and wrote a few words. I was terrified. See, the last time I was here, I had a few wines, and I got up here and I was full of business. He no te Aotearoa, kei te mana whenua. A tēnei te mihi ake ki a koutou I o koutou maunga. I o koutou waitukunga kiri. Tai atu ki te moana e papa ki mai nei waho. I a ta maraurau a ko rongo I ueroa. Tēnā koutou. Te tikanga rā hoki ki a huri te mihi ki ngā minita, engari kua kore noai hope ai konei tēnei rā. Ai engari e Joe, kei te rangatira. Kōrua. He tautoko ake ana I ngā kupu whakamihi a takuta maiti a hona kia kōrua. Joe, kei hea hoki rā koe, Joe. Ai, kei taku pāpā tēnei te mihi ake ki a koe. Ako Aotearoa kei te hāpai rā hoki I ngā mihi ki runga ki a koutou. Naura, e te Whatu Kairangi, tātou I whakakau mai, whakahuihui mai nei I tēnei rā, I tēnei ai nei nā. A tēnei te pikitu o te mihi ki a koutou, I runga I te ahua o tēnei kaupapa a koutou. He whakatairanga I te hunga pēnei a tātou nei, kua huhui ake nei, ai roto I ngā taurua nei. He wāhi e rongo ai te reo a te ākonga, a rātou nā kōrero whakamihi I o rātou nā kaiako, I te hunga e pakaru o rātou māhunga. E pareke o rātou tuara, e uhia ngā pane ki ngā taru otura. Hoi anō, ako Aotearoa e te Whatu Kairangi tēnei ka mihi ake ki a koutou. Kei ngā kai whakawhiwhi tēnei tohu, whakaharahara. Tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou he rā whakahirahira tēnei. E mihingi ake nei koutou, e o koutou ākonga pia, katahi tuarua, kua whakatakotoria e koutou, a koutou tikanga, whakaaro. Te ahua ki a koutou whakaako. Nō reira ka nui te mihi ki a koutou o tira tātou. Anei, tai atu rā hoki ki ngā whānau I haere mai rā ki te hāpai a koutou. Tai atu anō hoki ki ngā hoa mahi, ko tai mai ki te whakanui a tātou. Tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou. Ai, a waku mō whiti e. Ahoi anō, tahi noho te take i tai mai ai au, ko aku ākonga tonu o tētahi kaupapa ko te tohu paetai. Tai atu anō hoki ki ngā ākonga ako reo i te akamatu o te whare wānanga o Waikato. Nā koutou mehe mea pau ka whakaatakei konei, nā koutou i roto i ngā tau, i āki mai kia tai mai au ki konei i tēnei rā, hara mai au mō koutou te take. Nō reira, a ka pikitua ke te mihi ki a koutou. Ka mihi rā ki a koe Sandy, o tira Louise i tai mai nei. Hei hoa hapa i au e oku hoa mahi o tira e takuranga tira. Tēnā kōrua. Me poto haere, kei aku mātua, kei taku whānau. Tēnā koutou. Tekau maono noho taku pake, ke ka aki nāu ki roto i e nei mahi e aku mātua tonu. Nā rāua aku whakarite katoa, he kona mai, mēneti mai, tau mai, e toru rawa pēr nei ngā tau i pēnā mai ai kōrua mōku. Taku tuahine, ngā hui a tai atu ki a koe paihuarere, tai atu ki te whānau. Tēnei ka mihi, ai, huri loa, tēnā koutou, huri noa, tēnā tātou katoa.
Tēnā koutou. Our next award, this is a first for Pacific, is the Le Moana Moa Award. Homai te pakipaki whānau. Now, as the chair of Aotearoa Pacific People's Caucus, I will take this opportunity to share a little bit about this award. For many years, those who have walked before me in the Pacific Caucus have always wanted to have a category in the tertiary teaching space that acknowledged our tupuna, our ancestral intelligence, our AI, our reo, our languages, our heritages, our knowledges in this space. I'm incredibly proud on behalf of Te Moana Nui a Kiwa, and I pay tribute to tangata whenua ki Aotearoa for your leadership, for your tautoko that has made this possible. This is the first year for Le Moana Moa Award, and we only had one category with one spot, but you know Pacific, they're always pushing those boundaries. This year, I'm so incredibly pleased to say that we have 2 award winners. I will start with our first. Could VJ Pillay please come to the stage? Pacific Healthcare Tutor, Healthcare Program, New Zealand Skills and Education College. VJ is a phenomenal Pacific healthcare tutor who embraces a Pacific-centred whonowhale model of teaching. She includes emotional, psychological, spiritual, mental, social, and physical dimensions of a person to her teaching, while creating a family-like environment. VJ has received awards for her work in diversional therapy and Outstanding Tutor Awards in 2020 and 2023 at NZSE. She understands the care needed for Pasifika to thrive in the education journey. One learner commented her ability to sense if one of us was struggling, and she would step in to help, not only in class, but with our daily personal lives as well. Her work across the community includes delivering health programs and trainings with Pacific staff at aged care facilities in Auckland, advocating health career pathways to Pacific students at local secondary schools, and connecting with Pacific community groups for learner placements. She challenges Pacific students to dream big. Homai te pakipaki.
Thank you. Bula vinaka, namaste, kia ora, and good evening to everybody. I'd like to thank everybody who has participated, and congratulations to all the awardees. And firstly, I would like to thank God for bringing me here and to receive the award in person. And I would like to thank NZSE, since I represent NZSE. I think we are the first PET to win this award. And I would like to thank our founder, Mr. Brijesh, he's here, Dr. Neil Pandey, who really searched about this award, and then he asked me if I wanted to take part in it. A lot of encouragement. Thank you, Dr. Neil Pandey, and our HR, Jenny, is here to support me. I'd also like to thank my head of school, Sadia Faisal. She's on leave, but she sent her best wishes, and also our CEO, Wendy Lee, who has nominated me to participate in this award. And I'd also like to thank my mentor, Ruth Petson from Aotearoa, who helped me through this. I know it was a difficult situation. In 2 weeks, I had to finish this portfolio, and she really strived to help me to finish this. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my family members, my son, Navneet Singh, who's here, who supported me through this award, and my parents who live in Australia. They are watching this live, and I would like to thank them as well for supporting me to be here and who I am today, and my students who have been a good journey for me. I would like to thank Aotearoa for organizing this award. That's what I'd like to say. And I'd like to call my founder, Mr. Brijesh Prasad, and Dr. Neil Pandey to come on stage and say a few words from NZSE, because this is the first time PET has won. Let's give them a big clap. This is Mr. Brijesh Seth. He'll introduce you. And this is Dr. Neil Pandey, my group academic director, who encouraged me.
Kia ora, everybody. Thanks for putting us on the spot. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, I mean, look, all kudos to Vijay. She does an awesome job. We just provide whatever we can in terms of support and the structure around her, but it is the individual who makes the difference. And I think Vijay, I confirm that she does a very good job, absolutely fantastic job. Vijay is an asset for our students, for our organization, and I wish her all the best in her journey forward. Thank you, Kia ora.
Yeah, Nisambula Vinaka. So I'm Dr. Neil Pandey. I'm actually originally from Fiji, so that's why I knew about this award. And it is a pleasure to nominate Vijay. Little did we know that we will win this award. And I'm so grateful to be part of NZSE, who's got a very family-oriented organization where the Akonga are in the center of our learning philosophy, and they provide all the support to the tutors to do the best they can do. And Vijay is an outstanding tutor, and today she's here, and that's a testament of being an outstanding tutor. So thank you, Vijay, for the great work you are doing for our learners, specifically for Pacifica learners who comes from very challenging backgrounds, and to provide them all the support they do for the Pacifica and Maori learners. And it's great to be receiving this award from Aotearoa. So, Binaka Vakalevu, thank you very much.
Homai te pakipaki. Thank you. See, Pacifica, I told you, always pushing the boundaries. Vinaka whakalevu. Our next Le Moana Mua Award recipient is Filoi Genevieve Tungiaso. Please come to the stage. Filoi, Head of Department for Health Practice, Ara Institute of Canterbury. Genevieve exemplifies phenomenal educator praxis. Her reflective teaching methods indicate a sound understanding of Pacific cultures and how to make Pacific learners feel confident to be their authentic cultural selves in a learning situation. She uses the lived-in experiences of her Pacific learners through storytelling to encourage them to create trust and empathy, key values that are fundamental in a successful educator and learner partnership. She skillfully connects theory to real-life experiences in engaging in powerful ways. Her teaching practice reflects the habits identified of a phenomenal educator for Pacific learners, underpinned by 30 years of practical health experience and qualifications in both health and community leadership. Her knowledge and experience in clinical and organisational developments, leadership, and governance is also extensive. Please put your hands together for Genevieve.
E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā haue whā, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Ua maua lunga le tae ao ma le aso, ona o le awhio, ona o le alofa tūnoa o le atua. A wā ana se o noa le atua ma lona wha maoni. E le tini lau o le wha moe moe. Le atuai o lau pule lea whawhetai mo whaamanuianga. Whawhetai mo le poto ma le atamai. Whawhetai mo le maalosi ai sili ai o loanga le lei. O le vei inga e fo'i atu I ate o e tamā mo le nei aso ma mea uma ua e whaia. It is an honour and privilege to accept the Le Moana Mua Award for Te Whatu Kairangi. Humbled, I just want to acknowledge the work of our pioneers, the Pacific Caucus leaders, in enabling such an opportunity. I also want to acknowledge Sua Tauti, Pacific Director, for the nomination. Thank you for the push and the faith that you have in me. To Darren Mitchell, Executive Director for Rohi Foa at Ara Te Pukenga, and the leadership at Ara for the immense investment and support in my leadership and practice. My ainga, parents, siblings, extended family in Samoa and in New Zealand, and especially my children. As a single mother of 4, I have had a village around me, and just as it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to enable the success of our akonga. I am inspired by my Pacific akonga and have the greatest desire to see them succeed. Understanding their desires and actively motivate them to continue to try hard, especially to not have the experiences that I did during my studies. I reflect on the essence of who I am as a Pacific person, the notion of the collective responsibility for the welfare of our ainga and community. The essence can be described with the concept of social justice, where there is a need to ensure there is fair distribution of opportunities. As Pacifica Konga grapple with institutional and industry pedagogy of education, Langovai, a Samoan theologian, gives insight to the Samoan philosophy and ethics, fundamental interpretations of why we do the things we do, theories of wisdom and service, leadership, expectations, service, promoting and well-being of all, and the concept to leave no one behind, provides the justified beliefs to ways of knowing for Pacific people. This is for all Pacific. Congratulations to all our award recipients today. Whawhataitele lava.
Malo. Malo, malo lava. Our next category, General Award, is for Group, Progressing Education Partnerships and Collaboration. Could I please ask Ara Te Pūkenga Awanui Collaboration Team to please make your way to the stage, led by Tracy Hutton, with Heather Compton, Dr. Grant Bennett, Alan Hoskin, Marion Hale and Derek Churnside, Elaine Rutherford and Claire Hutchinson. This collaborate, homai te paki. This collaboration is an outstanding example of how education industry partnerships can bring success for students and benefits to industry. The group combined expertise from Ara Institute of Canterbury, Te Pūkenga, with Awanui Group, a leading provider of medical laboratory testing and pathology services across Aotearoa. The blending of industry knowledge, academic and pedagogical expertise with an informed understanding of learner needs has ensured the program's success. Benefits to Awanui include better staff training, learner experiences, and increased Māori and Pacific recruitment. Reported learner satisfaction in the program has risen from 72% to 98%. A student described the lecturer's exceptional teaching skills, dedication, and a genuine passion in the field. The program has already received recognition by teaching and industry organisations and other groups within the medical services sector, and are now exploring using the same approaches. Please put your hands together for our rōpū. Can I please ask the speaker from your group to come forward? Thank you. Thank you, Tracy.
Kia ora and ngā mihi. Ko Tracy Hutton, tōku ingoa. I'm receiving this award on behalf of an extremely talented team comprised of Awanui's Heather Compton, who had the vision to co-create this robust qualification enabling their people to pursue education in full-time employment. And we've got the group of highly experienced and knowledgeable ARA educators and education developers who brought that vision to life and continue to develop and facilitate the teaching and learning to shape the experience of our ākonga far and wide. We would like to thank Ako Aotearoa, the awards panel, the Minister for the award in recognition of our unique collaboration towards this bespoke qualification, and we're all extremely proud of it. Anyone who's had a reassuring lab test or waited anxiously for results know that the medical laboratory science industry plays a major role in the diagnosis and treatment of disease. The face of this profession are our ākonga. They are the pre-analytical technicians responsible for the everyday collection and preparation of specimens for diagnostic testing in labs across Aotearoa. Technicians who now, thanks to our collaboration, have a firm footing and a strong pathway in tertiary study. We brought together industry experts and educators to create an advanced program for them that was relevant, applicable, available to study while they worked, and online, completely online. So it had an immediate impact on our learners as knowledge and skills were acquired, confidence soared, and our newly empowered ākonga began seeking more opportunities and responsibilities within the organisation. They gain a tertiary qualification, medical registration, and career progression. So in short, put to the test, their study is not in vain. So when a qualification is several years in the making, there are many beyond the team of 8 who have contributed. And among them, I'd like to name Dr. Isis Carter, Leonie Rasmussen, Elizabeth Smith, Melissa Barber, Dr. David Hawke, as well as the many in both the Awanui and Ara teams that supported us along the way, and Glynis Brooke for nominating us. Special thanks must also go to our Department Manager, Philippa Meek, and Head of Department, Michael Schoen, for their unwavering leadership. When you teach online, a highlight of the academic year is attending graduation and actually getting to meet the graduates in real life. So seeing firsthand their excitement and newly found confidence, it's evident that we're changing lives. It's humbling and it's heartwarming to hear how their qualification has benefited them, their whānau and wider community. Rightly, there's excitement for the future of education and industry partnerships. The demonstrated success of this model has created future applications. But it is important to remember that a model alone won't ensure success. It takes the hard mahi, some strong relationships with key stakeholders and educators who are passionate to create opportunities. So we are proud to be an exemplar through that for this award. Thank you, and tēnā koutou katoa.
Kia ora koutou, ko Heather Compton, toku ingoa, and as you can probably hear, I have got a very dodgy voice, so I will do my best. I'm very honoured to be here today amongst an amazing group of educators all around me. And I'm just very, very proud to have been part of actually bringing a vision to life that came from our executive. In fact, we have our Chief Executive, Anoop Singh, here today, and he dreamt about this in 2016. He employed me as Learning and Capability Manager in 2017, and I was very lucky through NZQA to discover this amazing group of people at ARA who didn't think I was bonkers. They didn't question the fact that I wanted to innovate with them to do something entirely different. And, you know, that collaboration has worked since 2017 because we both shared the vision, both partners, and we trusted and respected each other. And both organisations have thrown resources at it to make sure it's a success. So I'm just very, very grateful, and as I know that our people are grateful, because now they have a qualification, an NZQA pathway that not only helps them to learn more about the why behind what they do, but it actually sets them on a career pathway in this industry, which they didn't ever have before 2020 when we actually launched the program. So, you know, I just can't wait to see where this goes. I know that ARA's going to open this up next year so that more and more people from other providers can join the program and earn and learn at the same time. And, you know, in the time that I've been doing this, I've had a colleague join me to help me, our Vicky King, and she really needs to be acknowledged because she brings amazing skills to make sure that nothing falls over and that our students have everything they need. So thank you very much. Thank you, Ako Aotearoa, for this acknowledgement. And, you know, I urge anyone else out there in industry to partner with, you know, ARA or other polytechnics or PTEs to really do something that meets the needs of their people. Thank you.
Sorry, we just get our photo. Oh, our ropu's up here. Kia ora. Congratulations. Our next category is General Award for Group as well. Progressing on seamless ākonga transitions between contexts. Can I please ask the teaching team for cell and molecular biology to come forward? Lisa Russell, Andrea Brown, Kim Watson and Keith King. Health Science first year, Te Wānanga o Otaku, University of Otago. The CELS 191 teaching team is a group of experienced and emerging educators working across together to create a learning environment which suits the needs of all learners in their large first year course. They provide specialist support and pastoral care for Māori and Pacific ākonga learners. They are underprepared adult learners, international students, neurodiverse learners and students who have failed courses. Importantly, they achieve outstanding student success rates. A student in their 2022 class commented that the team were wonderful. I was completely lost and I don't think I would have stayed at university if it wasn't for them. The team is a national leader in biology education at tertiary level. They have developed a comprehensive range of additional learning resources and provided tailored and highly effective remedial teaching. They are equally committed to educating teaching fellows and an inclusive range of laboratory demonstrators and work alongside them to train them as effective educators. Ho mai whakapaki whānau.
So, tēnā tātou katoa, ko Dr. Lisa Russell, toka ingoa. As a group, we're extremely honoured to receive this award, to have the work and the initiatives that we have undertaken acknowledged in this way. Equipping students and staff with the skills and the support that they need to succeed is one of our primary goals, and this work really recognises the work of our immediate team and the many people who have played their part over the years. This award will open up possibilities for us moving forward that are extremely exciting. There's a large number of people, well, not large, but there's a number of people we really would like to acknowledge, because you can imagine as a team, many people have played their part. We'd like to acknowledge the leadership of the late Professor Phil Bishop and our colleagues Jo Forrester and Anne Bixley. They really set the foundation for this team in the beginning. They set the ethos, and the work that they undertook then is what we have built on over the years. Andrea Brown unfortunately could not be here today. She's recently retired from the university and is taking a well-deserved break back in Scotland with her family. But we'd like to acknowledge the work that she has done. She came here from Glasgow University. She brought an international perspective to us, our team, and a real passion for teaching, particularly in the laboratory. There have been very, very many team members over the years that have left their mark on our initiatives and the resources that we provide to students. But I want to specifically mention our team from this year for their mahi, for their passion. That's Mary Wallace, we have Mia Rickard-Green, we have Dr. Amy Adams and Dr. Tanya Major, all who have played an enormous contribution. And then there's Sam Campbell, who on paper, she's written as Client Services Administrator, but actually, in the words of our students, Sam's a legend. She's the heart of our program, and we couldn't go forward and move forward without having her front-facing. So want to acknowledge that work. Want to acknowledge Professor Richard McKnight, who is our current, has current academic oversight of our paper. He supported the professional development of each of us and supported some of our crazy initiatives. But in all decisions, Richard puts the students at the forefront. Our mentors, Dr. Rebecca Bird and Associate Professor Clinton Golding, had hard work. It was quite challenging to put ourselves out there, and they did a really good job of helping us, challenging us, and actually giving us a jolly good push. So thank you very much. And then there are two people standing on stage that I want to acknowledge. I'm incredibly proud to work with both Keith and Kim. They are inspiring, they're passionate teachers who really are the core of this team, and they're leaders in their own right. So I'm really privileged to work alongside them. And then finally, we really want to acknowledge the support of our whānau, who without their ongoing support, none of this work and the mahi would be possible. So ngā mihi nui, tēnā tautau katoa.
Kia ora. Sam is the heart of our paper, but Lisa's the rock in the centre of our paper. So I just want to acknowledge the work that Lisa's done over the years. All the initiatives they initiate with Lisa, she's a catalyst for change in our paper. So her ideas are always student-centred, and they always have the students in the middle of any changes we make. But Lisa's always also very staff-centred, and we feel really privileged and honoured to be able to work with Lisa as our boss working with us. It's been challenging over the last few years for a number of reasons, but Lisa's never been less than 100% supportive, never less than 100% positive, never less than 100% encouraging. So this award is amazing, but every day we go to work, we feel really honoured and respected and valued in what we do at work as well. So thank you, Lisa.
Kia ora koutou. Our next category is the General Award, Advancing Approaches to and the Outcomes of Work-Based Learning. Could I please invite Craig Goodhue to the stage, please? Lecturer for Trades and Services, Unitec, Te Pukenga. Ho mai te pakipaki whānau. Watching apprentices mature to become trade professional peers is something that makes Craig feel tremendously proud. He strives to contribute to the developing of the next generation of industry's leaders and future business owners. He is passionate about contributing to the stability of the plumbing industry while promoting lifelong learning and developing his students' cognitive and problem-solving skills. Fully committed to ongoing professional development, Craig uses his skills as a successful sports coach to develop and support his team in a co-teaching environment. His head of school describes him as a jewel in the school's crown. A committed academic, professional, highly skilled tradesperson and empathetic human being. Learners praise him for his professionalism and accessibility. You were the best teacher I ever met. You were really professional and I felt your passion to teach. Congratulations, Craig.
Thank you. Kia ora. I deliver vocational education to students who are very goal-orientated and goal-focused, and I help them achieve those goals. My learners are very diverse, and they have a wide range of needs. Like all of you here, I'm sure you will take a personal approach and you get to know your students well. I deliver to about 200 to 300 students a year, and I try to impact as many of them as I possibly can. I'm well supported, I've got a great team behind me, and I sincerely wouldn't be here without that team. It is important to me that I'm authentic, certainly when I teach and my students, and that makes me more approachable. I look exactly how I am. I'm a Westie. I old cars all over my yard. I drink beer. I listen to some bad local music, and I'm proud of that. I couldn't have done it without the support of my family. I think what drives me the most is I made a goat curry the other day. And you know, the best meat is on the bone. So, you know, I went to my local butcher, I got the good goat meat, I braised it, I rendered it down, I cooked it, slow cooked it, I made a curry paste, I added the curry paste, you know, and I tried to bang it up a bit because I was making it for the boys, I don't want to let the boys down. You know, and then I used some chilies, but I used jalapeno chilies, and it just wasn't quite right. You know, it was perfect, but it wasn't quite right. And unfortunately, that's how I teach. I get so close, but I don't think I'll ever get it right. Does anybody feel they get it right? But you know, I'm here, I'm doing the best I can, and this is a reflection of the hard work that has gone into me, and you know, the strength-based approach that Unitec have taken towards me, living the values of tinahu kotihanga is what I do, both at work, at play, and yeah, everywhere I take it with me. Thank you for this opportunity. Good.
Tēnā koe. Thank you, Westside for Life, Craig. The next category, General Award, Initiatives for Progressing Hauora and Wellbeing in Education. Could I please invite Dr. Anna Hai to the stage, Associate Professor, Faculty of Law for the University of Otago. Anna is passionate about the benefits of mindfulness as a pedagogical tool for enhancing student hauora, well-being and academic achievements. Her commitment to this approach has had a significant impact on the individuals in their classes as well as their careers and throughout their lives. Student evaluations are outstanding and their feedback overwhelmingly positive. One student explains, Anna seems to understand lecturing from a student's perspective better than nearly every lecturer I've come across. She demonstrates national leadership, promoting mindfulness as a tool in her discipline. She supports colleagues, has presented mindfulness to High Court judges, and is the founder and co-chair of the Aotearoa Mindfulness and Law Society. Above all, her students see her as a deeply caring and is providing them with tools that they can use for the rest of their lives. Homai te pakipaki.
Tēnā koutou katoa. Ngā mihi nui to ako Aotearoa for all of the work that's gone into this beautiful event today, celebrating teaching in Aotearoa. Teaching is a true joy for me, and having met the other recipients today, I think it's a bit of a theme in the room. It can be a joy, it can also be a struggle and discouraging at times, like when you use the wrong pepper, to use your analogy. So it's really nice to have these awards that are designed to really encourage us in this mahi and to kind of keep going for our students, which is why we're all here. I'd like to thank my colleagues at Otago and also at my previous institutions. I've learned, as I'm sure we all have, I've learned a little bit about teaching from everyone I've been able to teach aside besides over the years. So thank you to my mentors in supporting my application, Tim Cooper, himself a past recipient, and Clinton Golding. Thank you to my PVC, Jess Palmer, who really encouraged me when I started at Otago to pursue my interest in well-being and wellness in the classroom. And thank you to my family who are here today, Ryan and Maggie and Fred, for all of your aroha and support. Thank you.
Tēnā koe. Our next category is General Award, progressing seamless ākonga transitions between contexts. Could I please invite to the stage Professor Philippa Martin. Electrical and Computer Engineering Te Whare Wānanga o Waitaha, University of Canterbury. Philippa has achieved what any educator in the world would find difficult to execute. That is transforming the learning environments in a traditionally male-dominant school and discipline towards being free of discrimination, marginalisation, and gender dominancy. Her will and perseverance have shifted a culture notorious for the worst equity reputation on campus to becoming an exemplar for other schools. Through strong leadership, partnership, collaboration, and bravery, she has spearheaded a series of initiatives at the university that are transforming the engineering culture so all students can belong and succeed. Her vision for a more diverse community of belonging will lead to a more diverse engineering workforce. One of her associate professors wrote, "In my opinion, Philippa's contributions and leadership in the areas of culture, inclusivity, and student experience have had an incredibly positive and ongoing influence on student success and well-being." Please put your hands together.
Tēnā koutou, e hāra taku toa I te toa takitahi, engare he toa takitini. I would like to start by acknowledging the hundreds of staff and students who dared to believe and work towards a welcoming, supportive and inclusive engineering faculty. Together we can do amazing things. We mustn't give up on the seemingly impossible challenges. I know we can relate to that, right? It is a rare privilege to work for a leader who gives you the space to innovate, take risks, and lead culture change. And I'd like to thank Jan Evans-Freeman, who did just that, and I'm very grateful. I'd also like to acknowledge the student leaders who put their hearts into making engineering first year more welcoming, supportive, and inclusive. You're truly inspiring, and the engineering profession is lucky to have such leaders coming through. I'd like to thank Team Awesome, who made me laugh on the tough days and were always willing to try something a little bit crazy, especially after I'd been for a hike, with me in order to help us students have a better experience. I miss you all. I am also very grateful to Daniel and Rua for continuing this mahi. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge my daughters who came to campus so many times so I could do this mahi, and to my parents who instilled a love for learning. Only 3 more weeks of chemo, Dad. So, nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā taku katoa.
Tēnā koe, Philippa. We have 2 more categories to go and then the announcement of the Prime Minister's Award. We also have a special message that was sent from our Minister of Education, Jan Tiniti. But of course, being the MC, I decided that our award recipients were more important because you are. So I'm going to conclude with our following award categories. General Award, Achieving Diversity and Inclusion. Can I please invite Associate Professor Kate Schick to the stage. Political Science and International Relations, Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. There is plenty of evidence that Kate's quest to shape the university into a place where everyone can flourish has been successful. Her desire to preserve communal small group, deep learning in large classes, and she cultivates her small student groups through ako, teaching and learning reciprocity. Whanaungatanga, relationships. The groups are connected as a community in a way that provides deeper learning for all and supportive learning environments for Māori, Pacific, neurodiverse, and remote learners. Her innovative and inclusive approach has been transformative for many. One learner stating how it developed my identity as Māori and the sense of pride and admiration I have for my ancestors. Kate's approach has also had a significant impact on her colleagues. Her excellent teaching practice has been published and recognised both nationally and internationally. In 2022, she was jointly awarded the British International Studies Association Award for Distinguished Excellence in Teaching International Studies. Please put your hands together.
E ngā hauewha o te motu, ngā mihi o te atiahi kia koutou. Tēnā koutou katoa. It's a huge honour to receive this award in recognition of my relational pedagogy. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you all today, and huge thanks to Aotearoa for the award, and congratulations to all the other amazing recipients. Relationships have always been at the heart of my teaching, and I'm very grateful to all my wonderful students, colleagues and friends at Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. I'm also deeply grateful to my kaiako at Te Wānanga o Aotearoa. I've learned so much from my amazing students over the years. They've been incredible teachers, and I'm very grateful for the way that we've been able to learn from one another. I've also learned so much from colleagues, mentors and friends, and want to extend particular thanks to Claire Timperley, Megan Hall, Catherine Sutherland and Sarah Kindon, all of whom have inspired, supported and encouraged me over the years. I'd also like to thank my whānau. I come from a long line of teachers on my mother's side. I'm really grateful for the passion and commitment that they've passed down. I've also learned so much from my husband Ben, who's here somewhere. Can't see him. And my children, Felix and Ali, including how to better support my neurodiverse akunga. And finally, I'd like to thank the Ako Aotearoa community and to say how delighted I am to be welcomed into your whānau. I look forward to learning from you all. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Our next and final category for the evening is General Award, Innovation in Learning, Teaching and Curriculum. Can I please invite Melanie Wall to the stage? Melanie is Senior Tutor for Te Kura Mātai Taiao School of Environment, Waipapa Taumatarau, the University of Auckland. Melanie is highly successful at employing innovative approaches to teach controversial curricula in class-based and online teaching contexts. She skillfully uses team-based learning in a way that embraces respect, relevance, responsibility, and reciprocity. Over her career, Melanie's teaching has had a positive impact on thousands of students while maintaining exceptionally high student satisfaction scores. She is recognised as a leader in the university's curriculum transformation through, for example, her co-leadership in the development of a compulsory first-year class expected to engage with 13,000 students per year. Learners value her classes greatly. This has been my favourite class of all time, one declared. Her contribution to school, faculty, university and to Māori has been recognised through various awards. She has held a leadership role in the Learning and Teaching Innovation Group, fostered teaching excellence through the Ako Innovation Committee, and mentored professional teaching values. Homai te Pakipaki.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Ngā mihi nui, Ako Academy. Distinguished guests for hanging on in there. Thank you so very, very much. And also friends that have joined me today, so thank you. I brought a speech. I was inspired by the earlier speakers, so I'm going to leave it behind. The people watching online are listening in horror, but bear with me. I'll bring some energy because I'm the lucky last. 2 minutes is very short, but I'm heartened by the fact that no one is stuck to 2 minutes, so we'll bear with me. Firstly, my thanks first and foremost to my students. It could not have been done without you. I did a quick count over my many years. It's 12,000 plus now. It's a lot of students, and you've been with me the whole way on this journey. Thank you for your energy, your enthusiasm, your dedication, your honesty, sometimes brutal, and just your genuine fun and laughter. I couldn't have done it without you. This honour is absolutely yours as well. To my colleagues at Waipapa Taumatarau, University of Auckland, thank you so much, my award is for relational learning. The relational learning is not just between students, it fundamentally needs to exist between staff. And I come from a tremendous university. First, a shout out to the unit that I work in, the School of Environment. As a geographer, it's a fantastic place to be. They're definitely colleagues as well as friends. I also want to shout out to a special group of Māori staff at Te Taurihiri Pūtaiao. We are leading key work in the space of mātauranga Māori. So just to acknowledge the work and the support that you've given for my mahi within this space, and also the new journey that's occurring at the moment. It's rather daunting, the new course, but I'm now looking to scale as part of a team. We're working together as a co-lead in this course, creating sort of an opportunity for students to engage with knowledge of place, te tiriti o Waitangi, and knowledge of systems. Really different mahi for the University of Auckland. Finally, my thank you goes to whānau and friends. Without you, I couldn't have done it. Like this previous speaker, I come from a long line of wahine toa. I have a family full of educators. My grandmother, my aunt, my mother are all teachers. Mum, you couldn't make it today. I know you're watching at home. I would not be here without you. Would not be here without you. She is a passionate educator with a fire for social justice and really, really raising that up. That is what we must do as educators. Absolutely. I need to note my Mātua Chula, who just passed this year. Without your guidance and your wisdom, I wouldn't be here sort of standing and sort of promoting education in the way that you would have liked. And I will miss our kōrero greatly. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Oh, please, another round of applause for all of our award recipients tonight. And now we have a message from our Minister of Education.
E papaki kawana ngā tai, he tai wiwi, he tai wawā. He tai ki uta, he tai ki waho, ko tēnei te tai o te tangata. E taunei, ki konei, aku nui, aku rahi, tēnā koutou katoa. Thanks for the opportunity to be part of the Te Whatu Kairangi Aotearoa Tertiary Educators Award and to present the Prime Minister's Award on behalf of the Right Honourable Chris Hipkins. I want to acknowledge the Chair of Ako Aotearoa Board, Derek McCormack, Ako Aotearoa Director, Helen Lomax. I was going to say how wonderful it was to be able to be here and conduct these awards in person, but obviously I'm not, and obviously weather around the country had other ideas today, so I'm really sorry that I can't be there in person. But it's so wonderful to know that everyone there is together at last and that there's a room full of such talented people, their supporters from all across the country and across the tertiary sector. This is only the second year of the Te Whatu Kairangi Awards, and this year features a significant first. For the first time, 2 Le Moana Mua Awards are being presented for outstanding Pacific educators. Filui Genevieve Tongiaso of Ara Te Pukenga and Vijay Pillay of the New Zealand Skills and Education College. Look, it's also noticeable that Vijay's award marks the first time a private training establishment, or PTE, has been awarded since 2017. This year has seen some significant changes for the National Centre of Tertiary Teaching Excellence, with the Tertiary Education Commission confirming that a consortium led by Massey University in partnership with Te Wānanga o Aotearoa and Te Pukenga would host the centre and these awards for the next 3 years. The consortium will reposition Aotearoa in a changed tertiary education and training context with a stronger emphasis on diversity and inclusivity. We're already seeing the impact of that. The 11 awards involve 26 awardees, which is a larger cohort than before, and it represents teaching excellence across the sector. The changes echo a range of themes the government has been promoting in the development of New Zealand's wider education sector. Learners change and grow as they move through their education and through the tertiary education strategy. We aim to ensure our tertiary education system is listening to learners, adapting to their needs, and empowering them to achieve their aspiration. These awards are no different. They are changing and growing to match the changing environment. The evolution of these awards is an example of the tertiary education strategy in action and brings to life key priorities for the sector. Quality teaching and leadership is a key objective of the tertiary education strategy, as is learning that is relevant to the lives of New Zealanders today and throughout their lives. These awards are about inspiring and empowering our country's tertiary educators to be the absolute best that they can be. They also promote the sharing of expertise with others, rewarding teachers whose commitment to learner success and well-being extends well beyond their field of discipline. Our tertiary sector is diverse. About 700 providers make up the sector, and they come in all shapes and sizes: wānanga, industry trainers, te pūkenga, universities, adult and community learning centres, and private training establishments, PTEs. Add to that the tens of thousands of workplaces where people are daily gaining practical skills and knowledge from their peers and mentors. So while the awards are a high-profile way of recognising excellence, they also provide a window into the breadth of opportunity in tertiary education, and that it can be ongoing and a rewarding process. I also commend the step Aotearoa has taken to provide a platform for educators to demonstrate their collaboration with whānau, communities and industry to help learners succeed. They also recognise the critical importance of acknowledging Māori and Pacific teachers for their contributions to Māori and Pacific learner success. And they highlight the importance for the tertiary sector to focus on quality teaching and learning and invest in the professional development of their teachers. I acknowledge that it is a difficult time for many colleagues and students, given the changes some institutions are going through. But in change, one thing still needs to be focused on: excellent teaching, because our learners deserve that. The impact of outstanding teaching and training goes well beyond the classroom or learning environment. It changes lives, can bring generational change for families, and can reshape communities. Teaching, at whatever level you do, is not just a job, it is a vocation. We often make personal sacrifices to support our learners, even in difficult times, because we know as teachers, if we want learner success, we need to be giving them the best possible chance at achieving it. So I want to personally thank you for the sacrifices you are making as part of your contribution to your learners and your institutions. I've seen from the profiles that you're doing great work that is going to make a massive difference to the lives of the young people, and perhaps not so young people, that you have the privilege to mentor. I wish I could be there to hear more about you and your stories today, but I look forward in catching up into what has happened. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
I also invited Minister Jan Tinetti to make the formal announcement of the Prime Minister's Educator of the Year Award.
On behalf of the Prime Minister, it is an absolute pleasure to announce the top tertiary educator for 2023. This person comes from within this amazing group of 2023 Te Whatu Kairangi awardees and merits. This person has demonstrated outstanding work in connecting with learners and providing holistic support for a huge diversity of learners. They have received consistently positive feedback over many years for excellent teaching and mentoring, and have demonstrated strong leadership in challenging times. In summary, This person is an extremely passionate and talented educator. The recipient of the 2023 Educator of the Year Award goes to Dr. Enoko Murphy, Senior Lecturer in the Faculty of Māori and Indigenous Studies of the University of Waikato. Congratulations.
Tēnā koutou, please be seated. Can I also ask Carolyn Gates to come to the stage, please? Before I invite Dr. Enoka Murphy to come, I want to share a bit about the korowai, which is named Rau Aroha. The name Rau Aroha has been chosen for the korowai that will be worn by each winner of the annual Prime Minister's Educator of the Year Award. The korowai is a chiefly garment that recognises the mana of this prestigious award and the person receiving it. Rau Aroha has been created entirely of moka, flax fibre, and bird feathers by Te Aotearoa weaving expert Veronia Hetet, using traditional methods handed down through 6 generations of her whānau. Rau Aroha has 6 months in the creation and will last for up to 300 years. Aotearoa acknowledges Veronia's contribution to Te Whatu Kairangi Awards. This tradition began in 2015 when, for the first time, Rau Aroha was placed on the shoulders of Associate Professor Suzanne Pitama by the 2014 Supreme Award winner, Dr. Karen Paringātai, who is here with us today. Today we will witness Professor Carolyn Gates, the 2022 Educator of the Year awardee, continuing this tradition.
I will, but I'm in tears, so I don't know whether I'll do very well, but kia ora, everybody. So Takwa and I have been teachers all our lives as well, and we know the struggles that Enoka has been through, and the mountains he's climbed, and the rivers he's swum. And so we're awfully proud of what he's achieved amongst all this, and he's done it with bravery and courage. And I'm so proud of him and our daughter too. They're the most awesome children anyone could ever want, so I'm lucky as well. So that's all I want to say. I'm humbled by this, so kia ora.
Well, I'm truly speechless. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to each of you, those that spoke. And partway through, I get a text saying my dog's running out on the road. And my dog's a big boy. So I missed a little bit of kōrero trying to sort someone out to suss my dog. It's an emotional evening. And I thoroughly enjoyed some kōrero that was said. Sometimes you don't get it right. And it's those times that teach you the most. Just yesterday, we've got this new room. And I need to set up 2 rooms. The first room is where the students are immediately going to go. So that's got my priority first. And then I have to go set this other room in, which is where I'll be, where my students are going to go. And I go in there, and I've heard music happening in that room, and I just don't have a second thought about the computer in that room not being connected to everything. So I go and have a look, and the screen in the middle of everything else, did like a dashboard of technology, is blank. And I end up having 3 ITs in that room because the rorohiko, the computer's not talking to the screens. And there's not enough tables and chairs. And so the students are coming in the room and there's enough chairs and tables. And in the last 10 seconds, the screen is talking to off the computer, is talking to the other screens. And I've got we've got 2 groups of students put together. And and on top of that, my master's student was supposed to submit, and she didn't. And so it was one of those mornings. And so the first 40 minutes trying to switch to my audience, I struggled with for a bit, but we had a break. And in that break, I got to reflect, breathe, and fix it up. And sort it out. Even though they're watching, they go, well, it's not quite so. Because I still have to write the test when I get back. So they're looking at me and, Aho iano. What an honour and privilege, especially to share the stage with my parents and my sister and whānau members. Ia koutou tahi. I roto I te pipiri. O tātou katoa i tēnei ahi. Ki te kakara kotahi. O tēnei mea o te mātauranga i te āhua ki tōna whāngai. Ki te ākonga. Me te ako a te ākonga, a te kaiako i te wākotahi. I think kua pautaku rua mēneti. So I kona ka piki tū te mihi, kia koutou katoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnei korowai ka mihi ake rā. Nau mai e taku taonga kia mihi atua. I are mai koe i taha tū o te rangi. Tēnei ka mihi ake. Tēnā tātou katoa.
E pupu ake ana, e awa e mapuna mai ana, I roto I te patu manawa.
can I please invite to the stage to close our formalities? Some of you might know him. Malo lava loa fionga papali'i, Fale and the Fale Sauni. You're always taking the side stage.
I'm just reading the room. Shall we stand? Yeah, let's just stand. And here's our karakia to end the wonderful. A special thank you to Annalise. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Wonderfully taking us through. And let's pray. Whaftai lea tua. Ono wa iu le mātou nei wha moe moe ma le manuia. Whaftai mo loa lofa. Maloangala lei, ia mātou uma. E whamanuia e mātou awardees, malato ainga, malato whanau. Creator of all good things, thank you for your presence this afternoon. Bless our awardees, bless all who are gathered here today, and the families that we all represent. Lead and guide us safely home. Kia tau, tōrangi marie, ki te runga i ngā iwi o te ao. Amen.